Welcome to the 9th grade Humanities classes. With many outside the boundaries of the United States, this nation still possesses the aura of the Promised Land. Centuries ago, the immigrants from the Old World journeyed to the New. Specific reasons for this migration vary from person to person. But by the 18th century, the English dominated the colonies of America. Although the colonists' way of life was patterned from the cultures of their ancestors, it was greatly modified by the different surroundings. The sections of the colonies, whether it was New England, Middle, or Southern, adjusted to its environment by developing its own unique culture. Today we will be visiting the Middle colonies, which included New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware. We hope you enjoy your visit.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming to today's Colonial Fair of the Middle Colonies. I'm David Brazil, and I'd like to personally welcome you. You are in the Bodex Tavern, located here at 2nd and Chestnut in Philadelphia, for the Colonial Fair. We're open every day till midnight with happy hour between 4 and 6, and alternate Tuesdays and Wednesdays when there's a full moon. And I would like to personally welcome you. Yes?
Did you like your drink, sir?
No, thank you. I don't drink. I'm Amish. I'm just here to deliver my crops to the fair. Thank you anyway. And now let's have a word with our bartender and innkeeper, Timothy Better.
Hi, folks. Silently sitting, a prayer is murmured, a sense of dinner arrives to your nose. You wait to indulge, but you give thanks to the Lord for his generous offerings. This is the table of an early colonialist home. The table is adorned with many fine foods, all of which have been created from scratch. The foods include cornbread muffins, gravy, salt pork, mashed corn, and sausages. These foods may sound unappetizing to the southern standards, but they are very much a part of the diet of people who live in our middle colonies. The silence of the colonialist home was the exact opposite of what occurred in local taverns, such as my own. Here, men and women gathered to voice their ideas, feelings, and thoughts, as well as to have a few to drink, and maybe a slice of pie to warm their hearts. It's in these taverns, such as mine, where democratic government, as we know it, is striving to take a birth.
Thank you, Tim. And look, here comes Samuel Adams. He's originally from Boston, but he's in Philadelphia setting up his intercolonial committees of correspondence, which spreads propaganda and information about the upcoming revolution. And by the way, he's not rich. In fact, his friends had to buy his clothes. Here he comes.
Sam!
Hello, fine barkeep. How about a pint of the old brew for this weary traveler?
No credit in my tavern.
Just one, good man. Just one, please. I am weary from weeks of journeying.
Okay, just one.
I bought from this store from the horseback. Thank you.
Watch your behavior in my tavern, sir.
Fine, sir. How about that revolution? What do you think of it?
I do not think it is so well, sir.
Why? Revolution is necessary. Revolution must be. Revolution, I say, revolution!
Good Lord, man, get a hold of yourself!
This scene is typical in my tavern. Many times revolutionists and loyalists clashed with words and fists regarding the turmoil occurring in our newly founded country.
Stop it! Stop it!
Break it up! Break it up! Watch your behavior, Sammy.
Revolution! Revolution! The Declaration of the Individuality of the Middle Colonies. We, the inhabitants of the colonies, New York, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Delaware, and Maryland, with this spectacular presentation, declare our individuality to you. We have many customs, foods and crafts, styles of dress, various religions, and altogether a wondrous way of life. We wish that thou mayst take interest in our presentation as eagerly as we offer it to you. Enjoy this example of the lifestyle of our people in the Middle Colonies. Signed, Melissa Mayer. Robert Lawson. Elena Kupington. Gina Kidd. Danette Deddy. Dave Brazillo. Tammy Morgenstern. And James Menard. Also, our fine innkeeper, Timothy W. Benner. And now, we have the fine opportunity to be visited by a man from our community and a man who has a sense of community to come here and inform us today about his endeavors and his feelings on our culture. Mr. Benjamin Franklin, portrayed by James Menard.
Good morning. I would like to welcome you to the Middle Colonial Fair. I hope that by attending this fair, you may learn more about the people of the Middle Colonies and their customs. There are 5 Middle Colonies, those being New York, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, and the Quaker-infested colony of Pennsylvania, founded by the infamous William Penn in 1681. Because the land in the Middle Colonies is very fertile, a large amount of grain is grown here. Because of the heavy exportation of grain, the colonies of Pennsylvania, New York, and New Jersey have come to be known as the bread colonies. The people of the Middle Colonies differ greatly than that of the people in the New England and Southern colonies. Here we have the Pennsylvania Dutch from Germany and the Scotch Irish, both settling mainly here in Pennsylvania. We also have a large number of other ethnic groups, the largest being the British from England. Many customs have been introduced here in the Middle Colonies thus far. These customs include Santa Claus, a fictitious character who delivers gifts to well-behaved children during the holiday season of Christmas, and sports such as bowling, sleighing, skating, and golf. Foods such as waffles and sauerkraut have also been introduced here in the Middle Colonies. The Middle Colonies have much more to boast about. Perhaps the largest contribution we have made to the colonies is the log cabin, which is still widely used today. Pennsylvania is the first colony to allow people of different religions to have the same freedoms as people of other religions. And the first library was established right here in Philadelphia. This library was founded by myself a few years back, as was the Academy, also located here in Philadelphia. This college is the only college in the colonies that will accept anyone, no matter their religion. I hope that after seeing this Middle Colonial Fair, you will reflect upon all that you have seen and heard on this morning, and come and join us for a simple life here in the Middle Colonies, for a simpler life is a more complicated life to live. Thank you very much, and may God's light always shine upon you.
Here, here. Here, here.
I built on the house.
Thank you very much.
And now we have Mr. Robert Lawson, who will inform you about colonial leisure.
Morning. So, I hear you would like to purchase a set of golf and then learn how to play the game. Well, in order to do so, you need money, of course, like anything. Now, once you have paid your money, take the golf club to the local blacksmith, where he will forge an iron head. After he does this 9 times, or I should say to 9 separate heads, he will take them to the local carpenter, and the carpenter will make a wooden shaft. Now, once the shaft and the head are assembled together, they take it to the shoemaker. Yes, the shoemaker, who puts on a leather grip. Now, you go out and you test your golf club, of course. Just swing it around. If you do not like it, you take it back and whatever you find wrong, you take it to the certain guy and he'll fix it. Now that you have purchased your golf club, you'll need a lesson. So, step into your golf shoes, which have spikes on the bottom, of course, so you do not lose control of your feet and slide. At this point, you tee your ball up. Now, you take the golf club, gripping it, one hand on the top and one hand on the bottom, and swing. And you address the ball, and hit it. All in one, thank you. Now, as you can see, golf is a very, very dangerous sport because of stray golf balls flying any which way, and sometimes even stray golf clubs. Now, once you are done, you go in and have a few drinks at the bar. Mr. Timothy Bennett. Now, Tim, have a drink. Thank you very much. Now you've gone in, you set up your gambling desk with your buddies. Now these may be very high and you have to pay, of course. So, always bring your wallet. That is all for my presentation because it's now tea time. Thank you.
And now, very interesting piece on household items by Melissa Mayer.
In front of me you see some of the typical items that you might find in a middle colonial household. Many of their things were made out of pewter, such as their plates, and their pitchers, and mugs, which were also sometimes engraved with their initials. They also had pewter candlesticks, and the candles were their main source of lighting. You might also, on their colonial bed, you might find a pillow handmade, hand-quilted by the women in their spare time. And also a quilt made in the quilting bees by the women. You also might find a straw broom, which was used for cleaning purposes. And on their walls you might find a tin sconce holding candles for lighting.
Now, Gina and myself will let you make hex signs. Now, hex signs were oftenly put on barns, so to scare away witches, thus the hex sign calling of the round object. It often symbolized like colors from the fields, like such as orange, yellow, and brown. Colors such as those. Please pass these out. These are examples of hexes. This hex has the basic star design, which I will try to show you how to do. And here are the flowers and the grass, or maybe even wheat around here, which symbolize nature and the harvest. Here we have a 3-leaf clover, perhaps symbolizing good luck, and birds symbolize tranquility, and also flowers. On this larger version, it also has the birds to symbolize tranquility, and also the flowers, and 2 hearts, which this may be used in a household to symbolize the mother and the father. And this around here, there's usually a thing around the outside which seems to enclose everything. So the hex is very symbolic in itself. I will show you the first 2 steps of making the hex. Gina will then show you the following steps. Gina will now pass out the writing utensils. Here, you start with the star. One line goes down the middle. I'll wait until you all get your circles and the writing utensils so you can follow along. Everybody is ready. Please pass them out to the other people. There's more circles here if you need them. Okay, here we have the main line. One line coming down here, and another line intersecting it. So you make a cross, so to say. Like this. And then from there, we make points of the star branching off from this. Then going downwards and also branching across. So you have this type of shape. And also, to make the star seem rounder, we may add extra points like so. So you have the two basic integral parts of the star. You could also have the parts coming from between the edges of the star. If you notice, I'm using yellow, which may symbolize a field. And from here, we make the circle around this, which is often used circle, enclosing the star. Often used symbolically also. Now Gina will show you the following steps.
Starting from the inner points that are wider, you make little a line going in here, and then you make little flowers. Like that. On the larger spaces, all around, like connected onto the circle. Flower ones, you make like these, and then like a flower going up, down, like that. And you do that in between all the flowers. And then after this, you have your hexagon. Which should look something like this.
Okay. Thank you, Gina and Mark. Plus this, a beggar we have. in the old tavern.
Money for the poor, please. Need our kids at home, please. I need money. Hey, don't take.
I contributed much, sir.
Please, dear. Please. No, no. No, my money, please. Money for the poor.
Go down to other taverns down the street, my good man.
Please, money for the poor. Thank you, kind sir. Any money?
Once we get this beggar off the main floor,
Come back. Oh, okay, I'll come
make your rounds, sir. Make your rounds. Make it quick.
Come back.
Make it quick.
Thank
Don't
you,
strip
sis.
it.
Thank you. Money? Anybody have any money? Oh. More
Come
money.
on, come on, beggar.
Oh, all right. Money.
Stop this begging.
Money. Oh, you people are so kind.
Now we have
Thank you.
a piece on arts and crafts and cultures by Elena Kuppengood and Tammy Morgenstern. Elena and Tammy.
We have two ordinary middle colonial women. We're here today to show you arts and crafts as well as some popular cultures that we share.
One of the major recreations during winter time is sled and ice skates. Mainly, it is played and used by the young children. Here is an example of colonial sled.
The girls, on the other hand, play heartily with dolls. They're simply made with old and used linens and stuffed with cats like this one. Another type of doll is made with old, dried-out apples.
One of the recreations played by the men in taverns and ordinaries was bowling, as seen duplicates of miniature bowling set of today.
A major part of my lifestyle includes sewing and weaving. Today I brought some examples to show you. There's some weaving and some cross stitch.
When I have free time to decorate my home, I make silhouettes and such like these.
But when I have free time, I enjoy painting like this one, my latest, done on velvet.
As you can see, the cultures and crafts of the middle colonies contributed much to enlightening their civilization. Thank you.
Now we're going to have a bit of fun with silly scenes with Danette Dettig and Gina Kim.
By now you probably think the middle colonies were just a fabulous place to honeymoon or vacation. But when you honeymoon or you go on a vacation, you don't just go and just get a cultural background. You bring pictures home. Sure, you journeyed to the southern and New England colonies, but you didn't have anything to show for it. Sure, you learned something, but you didn't take anything home. So we made this display in order so that you could come up and have a picture, so you could take home and show your friends and family that you came and experienced the middle colonies. But then we ran into just a sort of a little difficult. You think about it, this is the 1600s. They didn't have Instamatic cameras back then. So we're just going to take some volunteers from the audience to come up and just sort of make a fool out of yourself and put your head in one of the boards.
Here, here.
Do we have any volunteers? And we need a lady.
This is Taylor.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you.
Put the man in the
Let's get a picture.
Now, Gina's going to give you some, well, any other volunteers?
Please, more volunteers. David Lamont.
Jana, come on. I'm gonna get a girl.
Go,
Gina, get in there. Get in next to us. Smile, everybody.
Pennsylvania was, as you know, Quaker infested. Quakers were very cool. Black and white were the common colors of the people. Patterns and prints were not used. Jewelry and other accessories were not used either. Yet Quakers were different from the other people of the Middle Colonies in the way that they practiced. For example, they didn't believe in things like music and art. They weren't the same in their way of like clothing either, because of the colors that they wore. They never wore really bright colors, and so like they never wore. They didn't use like color patterns or anything like that, and so like more of the Quakers were not. They didn't wear jewelry to an extensive point, but more like dull type of clothing.
Thank you. Now that you know how the Middle Colonies look, we'd like you to now know how they taste. So we wish all of you to come over and partake of our wonderful food. Thank you. Everybody just get up and help yourself.
Where's Kevin? In the girl's face.
Oh, come on.
Seconds are being served. Now seconds.
What is it? Toasty pudding. This stuff is Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed yourself today. Now let me introduce our fine crew and cast. Starting off here to my right, your left, we have Samuel Adams, portrayed by Mark Andrew Shutchuk. Thank you. Next to him, we have our golfing and leisure expert, Robert Lawson. And the beggar. Then after him, we have our innkeeper and fine bartender, Timothy Benner. To my left, we have the silly scenes creator, Danette Diedig. Tech sign helper and another silly scene, Gina Kim. We have our waitress here, Melissa Mayer. Elena Kuppengood with dress. Tammy Bergenstern with dress. Benjamin Franklin, portrayed by James Menard. And yours truly as Amish Man. And now some final words by Mrs. Taylor.
It was our hope today that today's presentation gave you an insight into how the people of the Middle Colonies lived. This colonial fair is a culmination of first semester studies by the 9th grade Humanities classes. It is our intention that you gain an understanding of why America represented to the colonies a chance to turn hopes and goals into reality. Thank you for joining with us.